Welcome back to the Keystone Hiker. Welcome back to the Keystone Hiker.
Bruh. Bye-bye. See you later.
All right, what a start to the day, huh? That was a small boar that I seen this morning. Anyhow, we're here in Bald Eagle State Forest in Castanea, Pennsylvania, and we're gonna do a trail called, or known as, the Castanea Boulder Field Loop. It's around 7 miles, 6.8, something like that. But it's very challenging. There's over 2,000 foot of elevation and lots of this. So I got my backpack strapped on extra tight this time. Lots of rock scrambles, but a lot of beautiful views. So let's rock and roll on this trail and let's see what we can get done today. Thanks for joining me here on the Keystone Hiker. Let's go. Okay, so just a little bit of information. From the parking area, just walk right up the road. You can see the road over there. There's a big tree fell across the entry to this trail. So if you can see off to the left there, that water tank, you'll just turn right before that. You'll see a pretty good trail. So yeah, it says start of elevation right away, and it wasn't kidding. So Mr. Crow. Checking me out. All right, so I'm going to continue on. Uppity up. Okay, so a little bit about today. I got out to the truck. It was 24 degrees, and the sun, supposed to be a lot of sun. Look at this moss. A lot of sun today. That's why I saved this hike for this. Supposed to get up in the 50s, so that's a good sign for me. But beautiful part of the trail here. I don't get it wrong in these parts of Pennsylvania. Just because the sun's up doesn't mean it's going to hit you. Right now, it's coming up behind me, so it takes a little longer. Little view of Castanea and Lock Haven. I don't know if you can see the river out there, but we're still climbing. Lots of rocks on this one. Not just the boulder fields either. But they were right when they said it goes up right away. trying to keep us informed here. Trail's pretty clear, pretty obvious right now. I know I read that it gets a little wackier. But, all right. You have this view on the way up until the leaves get on the trees. Okay, we got onto a sort of flat part. Boy, I'll tell you, a couple things already on this trail that I would think about bringing or having is waterproof hiking boots or shoes, whatever, because you got a creek crossing and possibly, well, you're gonna have to cross it again, and who knows what else is to, bring another pair of lungs with you, because you're gonna need them. But this is why I try to keep all year round, no matter, in a week I try to get so many miles logged to keep my legs fresh. Because a lot of times people will sit out the winter and they'll pick a hike like this to go first. Well, that's not going to be a pleasant one. But this is going to test me, I'll tell you that. So, plus I got about 20 pounds on my back, so. And I'm not shy about it. I carry that stuff with because, I might not need it, but there might be a time when I do. So I'd rather have peace of mind than not. So, but yeah, hiking along here. Got good views coming up and words of wisdom. And don't forget to hit that subscribe and share it to your friends, family, co-workers. I got started by watching someone on YouTube. This is a great outlet for anyone, children especially. If you can get them into nature, I try to make it fun and stuff like that. So it'll help the channel out too. Me and 349 Productions are keep plugging away here, and we both thank you for that. For people that subscribe, the people that comment, the people that like, everything. He's all. I'm gonna get going here. These rocks are getting a little technical. So, all right, appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, so you'll level off for about 40 yards, and you'll immediately start going down. But I think from what I read, when you go down, you're going to the boulder fields, and then you have to climb back up. But I just want to keep you informed here. It's kind of a little tricky because of leaves and stuff. You just got to take your time. It's really rocky, and have your boots or have your good shoes on. Don't come up here and dumb this. Believe me, I've seen a lot of dumbness. But let's go descend down to these fields and check these out. I'm really excited for this. Views are spectacular. I can't wait. Okay, so very important in this part. If you have AllTrails app, you keep it open, because when you come down to a point, the trail does go down and you can make the mistake of going down, but at this point, I don't even know where to tell you. I mean, there's a tree here that's wide, that's split like that. You're gonna go right around that tree and head up, back up. So you're doing a hairpin right turn at this point. So, you know, that's very important. If not, have a map or know somebody that has one. So you're just going to come down. And I have service at most of the spots here. So, I mean, I have AT&T. So then you're going to go right around that tree that I said, and then head back up. You can see there by that tree there is like a little pile of rocks there. There's red tape on that little one there. But so I just wanted to fill you in there. Okay, give you a little shot of what I'm hiking in here. I can see a road down there. But it's open forest like this the whole way so far. Trails coming into view now. But I think I also remember that we start at the base of this and walk up them, the boulder field, so it makes sense. Beautiful day here in the wilderness of Pennsylvania. Bald Eagle State Forest. Coming up. There's a beautiful shot. Some of the stuff we're in now. That's a dandy hill coming up. Beautiful nonetheless. All right, we have made it to the boulder field. Boy, it's pretty massive. I think we have to go up over that. And you can see there's a cairn right there. We just have to make our way up. The views and sights are coming up next. These are very beautiful things to find in the middle of a mountain. There's a boulder field in Hickory Run State Park. But you don't have to put the work in you do to have to get to this, let me tell you. But yeah, beautiful. Let's get to them views. All right, here's a beautiful, beautiful view. I guess I'm probably maybe 3/4 of the way up. But look at this view. You can see down there, bottom where I came up at. Beautiful view. And off in the distance there is an airplane going into Lock Haven Airport, I guess. Beautiful, huh? Great place of Pennsylvania. Let's see if I can't get any more. This is going to be hard to beat. There's a lot of work getting here. I know a lot of work to get out of here, but beautiful nonetheless. Okay, here's another shot from higher up. West Branch, Susquehanna River, and Lock Haven in the distance. I'll pan around here. Take note of the color of the water here compared to the Susquehanna East Branch. Beautiful place here. All right, we made it to the top of this boulder field. What a beautiful day. What a beautiful day. Beautiful views. You're not going to find too many places in Pennsylvania that'll beat this view, or anywhere for that matter. This is what it's all about, man. You put the hard work in to get here, and this is what's given back. I guess it's time to go back. Find my way out of here. What a day, huh? Let's get back. Try to find this trail, but take in the views. Okay, just some information. When you're at the base, and if you don't have AllTrails or open or know this route, you're going to struggle. But keep to the left. You're going to come up the boulder field to the left and keep looking back at the views. And if you get to the top, you come down a little bit and keep going over. If you're coming down, you're going to veer right around the trees and just keep coming up the left side of this huge boulder field. I mean, it keeps going and going. I'll pan around to where I'm at now. Maybe you can remember this. And look at the pine trees mixing in with the white. Yeah. Keeps going and going and going. There's trees on our side here. We're going to skirt right around that, I believe. So, look at that. Some good information for you. All right. Now I've reached the top. There's a yellow rock right behind me. So, this is the best view that I'm seeing. So, a little thing where I said about you're going to go around, that is right down there. So from that point, you might be able to see this rock and just come straight up to the rock. But again, download the map or keep AllTrails open. What a beautiful place. Beautiful day. Okay, here's another beautiful view. And this is one I remember. And it kind of, one time I was going to Jerry's run vistas and stuff. And there was no map. But what I did is use other people's photos and screenshot them, and just as I get to the point where I'm supposed to be, I start looking at these photos and pitching them and piecing them together. And this is one of them. So I know I'm on the right track. But beautiful. So that might be another something you can do, but you're going to have to keep the app open. That's my best advice. Man, this is beautiful. In fact, that photo I just showed you, there's a cairn right up there, so you're going to head right towards that. Okay, so the trail, make it real easier to get off of the boulder field, that last cairn, just turn right behind you and come up the hill. Come right up through here, and you're going to run into your path. Okay? Whew. Man, I'm telling you, that was awesome freaking views, and on an awesome day. And this was the part I was worried about, but I'm telling you, if you keep that AllTrails open, you'll be fine. So let's see what the rest of the trail has to offer. Here's some of the trail we're in now. Back on the single track in the woods. But I think we're gonna go down. I think we got all the ups out of the way. I think now we go down. But the crows up here, amazing. They follow me all over. I want to talk about intelligence. You should see, look up some of the stuff that them things do. There he is. See the little chippy there? And that crow's been going at it for a while. All right, just stopped to take a little break here by the nice little creek. When you start coming down, it gets pretty steep. Just a mid-trail take on some of this stuff that I would bring with are waterproof shoes because of the water crossings. Maybe trekking poles for the downhill, because some, you think you got it licked when you get the up elevation out of the way, but that down elevation's torture on them knees, especially when you got a bum one. But water, snacks, lots of that. So a couple of things I wouldn't bring are pets or little children. I don't know if I'd bring any children here under probably 12 years old, because it exert energy. Kids not always wanting to walk back. Them rocks are not stable all the time. Sometimes you step on them and they're moving. So, that's up to you. But I would not bring them. Maybe go on it yourself, and then hey, maybe my kid can take it. So that's my advice. You don't have to heed it, but that's just my advice. But yeah, another beautiful part of Pennsylvania. I mean, you get to envision that and this at the same time. Come along, sit here. I can't beat it. I can't beat it. But I better get back at it and hit that trail. So let me get some foot to dirt and see what else we can find. Okay, another little note that I got here. When you come down on that trail, if you're doing the same, I guess it's if you're going by the AllTrails app, you start coming down, you're going to come to an intersection and you're going to look at the AllTrails app and it's going to be off. You're going to take a right on that. It looks like this. It looks like a road. You can't mistake this road from that path. So you get to that intersection, just turn right, and eventually you're going to see AllTrails and you get on the same path. Okay? Just follow the trails along. All right. More information. Boy, this side of the mountain is awesome, nice, rock free. It's amazing how this is weird. I mean, this is cruising stuff right here, but I'm not. I'm just listening to the birds, very active. But yeah, so there's some information for you, and having a hell of a day here. Well, they were right about the waterproof boots. There's this second crossing, and if it rains heavily, it might make it harder. But there's stones in here, rock hop across, and away you go. All right, just cruising out through this. Oh, I just went through some pines. Now we got some laurel. You heard that. I'm sure you can hear the water. Maybe. But you're hiking beside that again today. A couple days ago, I was up in Tioga State Forest. I think that whole hike was along water. Sand Run Falls and Nickel Falls. Boy, oh boy, that's the best 12 miles in Pennsylvania, I think. It wasn't hard, but it was a full day. That's why I take a vacation in the beginning in the spring. Everything else is starting over, shaking off the cold. Why can't I? past, I don't know, 7 years. I'm taking off, I'm going trout fishing. Never happened. It'd be always like this. I'm always out here as much as I can, so. Good stuff, man, good stuff. All right, this is water crossing number 3. So, yeah, you're gonna need, and I'll show you why. Because this isn't that high. If you have the boots on, you can go over. Stay on the shallower side. Find rocks. Voila. That's how you do that. And trust me, my feet are dry. So that might help you make up your mind there about the boots, huh? But we're still trekking here, and it's not far now, so I'll tell you what, once you get up over, if you go clockwise, which I'd advise, get that out of the way and put yourself to the test and hike up that sucker. And then this is what's waiting for you at the end so far. And it's only not too much further. Maybe 1.5 miles, 2 miles, something like that, maybe. Maybe. And here's some more water. Right on cue. All right, off we are, man. This is what you're walking in, some of it. This will be on your left side as you're heading out. Laurel, stream. Reached the end of the hike. I'll tell you what, PA Wilds were on fire today. that boulder field, well, starting off in the morning with the bear, the drive here, I was all pumped up because of that. I didn't even need coffee, although I did have 2 cups. So it was a 40-minute drive from where I'm at, my camp, where my mom's camp is, and I can't believe I didn't get here sooner. But Castanea Boulder Field, man, it showed off what it had today, man. And then I don't understand why people don't come up this way, hike up to the boulder field, and you're on top. You can walk the ridge and then come back down this. I mean, that's a possibility for you too. This is nice and easy. You know, water, there's going to be water, like I've seen places flooding. Important shoes, AllTrails app, or have somebody knows what you're doing, or take clips of stuff with, like I've done already. I'm not ashamed of that stuff, man. I ain't getting lost out here, you know, although I got enough in here to survive a night. But yeah, awesome time today. A lot of elevation. Legs were feeling, you know, pretty, I'll tell you what, they're feeling pretty good considering. So I'd probably log this week, probably going to be hitting 25 miles or so. I got still tomorrow yet, but yeah, so awesome day today. Those views, like I said, the sky, the sun, the water again, just all came together for me. So I like to give you the words of wisdom. And sometimes, you know, they're words that get you going. Sometimes they're just to say, you know what, he's right, or whoever wrote them is right. But words of wisdom is, time is the only currency that you'll spend where you don't know the balance. Those are the words of wisdom. And thanks for coming along here to the Castanea Boulder Field Loop I did. And I'm just happier than hell about this. Really nice day. And always remember, get off your seat and move your feet. Take a look, one last look here at this beautiful scenery of Pennsylvania for it.